Alright, we're going to be going over Anvil today, and I'm going to talk about his dope perks, amazing guns, everything else. I'm going to include some strategies, gameplay tips, and how to get the most out of his abilities and gadgets. By the end of this video, you will be an Anvil master, so let's just get into it. First, I want to go over some battle strategies. Some examples of this are what perks to choose over others and what to buy first. First things first, no matter what game mode, the first buy has got to be the MLX Small. This weapon melts, so if you're on demolition, maybe don't buy anything. People tend to upgrade their pistol or buy the melee, but in the case of Anvil, this is not a good idea. You want to make sure you have the cash for the Maul and C4 in round 2. For strikeout, it's always going to be the Maul and C4 right away since you'll have the spending money to start off. After this, you want to focus on maxing out the Maul to its highest possible level, along with the C4 at least once for the throwing distance increase. The reason you want to max out your Maul is because you'll get that reticle bloom reduction, which will help you greatly in those medium to long range combat situations. The first upgrade is also crucial for that 60 to 90 mag increase, which is obviously always nice no matter what game you're playing. It also increases the ADS speed, which is needed for games like Rogue Company, which is primarily close range battles. So you want to make sure you get these upgrades. The MLX Small isn't a traditional LMG. With other games, you'll think of slower kill time for close range engagements, slower ADS, and little success in long range engagements. This is not the case at all for the Maul. Personally, it seems to actually be one of, if not the best, close range combat weapon in the game at its current point. Now, after all these purchases, you can start dabbling into the perks. The first perk you should always consider grabbing is Headstrong. With the extra health at the beginning of the rounds, it can turn almost any gunfight into your favor. Next on the list is going to be Tenacity. It allows you to take reduced explosive damage, and this helps you in case you can't get away from explosive, which is usually possible, but just in case, it's nice to have this one in your arsenal. Anvil's ability Barricade is useful in many situations. You can place it down when you're going for the revive or planting the bomb, so if someone does charge you, you have that little bit of cover and time to get ready to engage in combat. Another thing to do with this ability is block off certain lanes of traffic. Like I said in my Saint Guide video, you can use his Claymore to block flanks. Well, you can do basically the same thing with this Barricade. You can place it on the edge of cover, which allows you to peek over just a little bit further than the actual cover allows you to. So now we're going to move on to the game strategy side of things. So if you plan to play strikeout, maybe push that objective and clear out the enemies, because in most cases it can win you the round or even the game depending on how far in you are. After, try to stay in that general area and lock it down from all lanes of traffic that aren't already being covered by your teammates. Going back, this is where you usually use that Barricade to provide maybe some extra cover or block off a lane. After dying, because death is always going to happen, like they say, death and taxes, those are always guaranteed. You can then read the game and determine whether or not you're going to try to get back into that central area, or maybe try to get a flank. Anvil is amazing at flanking with the pure power of the Maul. You can easily down off guard enemies, or in the case of there being a group of enemies around a corner or something, you can throw that C4 and take them all out. If you can see that a teammate is already flanking, then push onto the objective, and that's when I would usually help my team capture that point to the best of my ability. In demolition, you may end up playing somewhat differently because you can't flank right away, as you don't know where the enemies are initially heading to. So if you're on the attacking side, make your own decision based on the map and your teammates. Now, if you're going to be defending, a 2-2 split where 2 defend A, 2 defend B is a very good idea. Someone can make a short flank if it is necessary, but it really would not be my personal first go-to, and I hope it's not yours either. And guys, that is it. That is the ultimate basic guide to Anvil. I put in some really good points in this video. If you thought I missed any, maybe drop a comment, let everyone else watching know some things that I didn't share. Or if you liked a certain point in this video that I pointed out and want to add on to it, go ahead. That's all for this video, guys. If you liked it, want to see other rogue guides, let me know down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And that's all I gotta share today. Thank you.